pendulum flip monsters. Like, pick your struggle, bro. Flip or pendulum. This is, I don't know if these are going to be good or not. I'm reading them for the first time. Now this is my live reaction. Let's get straight into it. I pray they are absolutely broken and my baby heavy metal pulse electromite gets released. Let's go through all these cards and check if they're good. Before we get into it, I'll tell you what is good and great. This is my Yummy Masterclass happening tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Get it right now while you can, or you're gonna miss it. I answer every question you have of Justice Hunters live on this class for 5 hours. 5 hours of coaching and a whole Yummy spreadsheet for only $40. Get it now. Let's go. So first card to look at, Enneacraft Ek Tremorala with weird letters and typography. 100 attack, 1000 defense, level 1, maybe Yummy combo. Is this full Yummy combo? I just know before I read this, I'm gonna guess the effect. It's gonna be something like flip all your monsters gain 200 attack. Some like bullshit garbage deck. I really hope it's not. The artwork is very cool. It's like Cleaforts combined with like the thing that what's the Superman's arch nemesis? The guy from Krypton that looks like he has a marshmallow for a head. The guy that looks like a nerd version of me, Jord or something. Anyways, the villain in Superman, when he came to destroy the earth with the mother box, I think he smashed the mother box and it went in the world. That looks like this thing. So the pendulum effect. Okay, you can only use a second effect of this card per turn. All right. Each time a monster is flipped face up, place 1 sin investing counter on this card. So far, sounds like some like garbage deck so far, but hopefully it's good. You can pay 900, reveal 3 Enneacraft cards in your deck. Your opponent randomly picks one, adds them back to your hand. Bro, that's an amazing effect. So you can pay 900, reveal 3 Enneacraft cards in your deck. Your opponent only picks one, add them. That's an amazing effect. So far, so good. Monster effect. You can reveal this card in your hand, special 1 monster from your hand and face down defense. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this effect except in face down defense. I don't like that last part, but I do like that the monster effect is a free special and it looks like you could add a lot. So this looks like the Cleaford Scout of the deck. When your opponent activates a card or effect that includes an effect that's special summon, you can change this face down card to face up, add an Enneacraft card from your deck to your hand. Okay, so as long as it's a effect that adds like an interruption, should be okay. This card is flip face up, negate the effects of 1 effect monster your opponent controls at the end of the turn. Pretty good. That's actually this is a very good card. So even though the restriction there, it looks like you'll play this deck low to the floor, not that high of a ceiling deck. So it looks like it's a Cleaford Scout adds an Enneacraft card, and when it specials, add another card on your opponent's turn, also negates an effect of a card, and special itself. Not bad. Let's read the next one. So far, so good. Enneacraft Proto, also level 1, and a weird ass name, Aknira. Okay, sure. Same attack and defense. Earth. The other one's Earth too. So they're all Earth machines. They're all Earth machines. Surely that could come up somewhere. Scale effect. Each time a monster is flipped face up, place a salvation counter. So this adds a salvation counter. This adds a sin investing counter. Okay. You can pay 900 life points. Reveal 3 Enneacraft monsters from your deck. Your opponent chooses the same effect. What? They're all Cleaford Scouts. What the hell? So each of these are Cleaford Scouts. I'll take that. That's crazy. You can reveal this card in your hand to your opponent. Special summon 1 monster from your hand and face down defense. You can so it has the same effect as all of them. You cannot special monsters during turn you activate this effect unless you summon them and face down defense. So it looks like that's the whole part of the gimmick of the deck. That's cool. When your opponent activates a card or effect from the graveyard or banishment, you can change this face down card face up, add an Enneacraft card from your deck to your hand. That's pretty good. When it gets flipped, shuffle up to 3 cards from your opponent's graveyard or banish into the deck. So that looks like the gimmick. It looks like they add a free card when they're in your scale. It also doesn't say 3 Enneacraft cards with different names, which is pretty cool for the pendulum effect. And it looks like when they all special summon themselves. So when your opponent activates a card in the graveyard banishment, not only do you add, but you can also banish from the grave. So this is actually a very good card as well. I'm super down. If all of the cards are Cleaford Scouts with good monster effects, I'm so down to run it. This is a level 8. I just remember briefly seeing 4 level 1s. So let's look at the level 1s first. This is another level 1 here. Enneacraft Proto or Ugly. 100, 1000. Okay, each time monsters flip face up, add a sin investing counter. Pay 900, Cleaford Scout, add a card. Dude, I would love if they all had it. Same special summon effect. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand. Whoa. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand, quick effect, you can change this face down card to face up. Add an Enneacraft card from your deck to your hand. If this is flip face up, destroy a monster your opponent controls. This is the best one. This is the best one. You're rocking this card at 3. You're rocking all these at 3, actually. The add effect is actually huge. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand. Bro, so this is a card you want to summon ASAP. This is like the first card you want to summon. Because when your opponent activates a monster, like a hand trap against you, you flip this on your turn. This is hand trap protection. That's really good. That's the best one. And now let's read this one. This card called Endercraft Proto. Why are they both all called Endercraft Pro? Okay, so 3 of them are called Endercraft Proto. One of them is called Endercraft X or something. Each time a monster flip face up, place one salvation count on this card. Pay 900. Again, you add a free card. So 3 Clipboard Scouts has the same special effect. When your opponent activates a card or effect with an effect that includes to add a card from the deck to the hand, changes face down card face up, add an Endercraft card. And then when it gets flipped, when your opponent adds a card to the hand, and that should mean by drawing, hopefully, depending on the wording, banish a card from your opponent's hand at random until the end phase. Pretty good. Pretty good. All these 4 cards are actually very good. So it looks like those are the 4 level 1s. All 4 level 1s are nice. We got Endercraft Proto Ugly, Endercraft Proto Ala Zugly, Endercraft Proto Trifaria, and Endercraft Proto Ugly. All 4 cards are nice. So now let's read the 4 level 8s. Honestly, there's scales. All scales are scale 0. So that's interesting. They're all scale 0. Let's read the level 8. Endercraft Eyes Lion. Each time monsters flip face up, place a Sin Invest encounter. Sure, I want to see what these Sin Invest encounters do and shit. At the end of the battle phase, if you have an Endercraft monster in your other Pendulum zone, you can target a monster your opponent controls attack lower than this card, destroy it. I don't give a fuck about battle phase. In fact, I stopped reading after I saw battle phase. You can reveal this card in your hand, special summon a monster from your hand in defense. You cannot special, so they all have that. When your opponent activates a card or effect in response to the activation of your card or effect, change this face down card face up. Return up to 3 cards on the field to the hand. Each time an opponent's card is added to their hand by card effect, inflict 900 damage. When your opponent activates a card or effect in response to the activation of your card or effect, return 3 cards on the field to the hand. That's pretty insane. What the hell? So this will be a one of. I would assume that you search, that you set when you want, and that card art is crazy. Big fan. Bro, are these guys like the Transformers, bro? So it's 4 pyramids and then crazy card art. Okay, let's look at this one. Salvation counter at the end of the battle phase. Okay, so they all have the battle phase thing, and they all 3k attack. You can reveal, and these are 2 lights. Okay, they're light machines. You can reveal this card in your hand to your opponent, special summon a monster in your hand, and face down defense. Okay, when a card you control is targeted by an opponent's card or effect, changes face down, cards in the field face up, negate it, then banish 1 card face down from your opponent's hand at random. Your opponent cannot target cards in the field or graveyard with card effects while you control this. I could see playing like one of each of these because a card should be targeted, right? So the name of the game is how often can you flip your cards up? Like when your opponent does activate a card in response to yours, because these cards are broken when they actually get flipped up. They're actually very powerful. So I'm excited to see that. You can view this card against special when during your turn, when your opponent activates card or effect on the field, change its face down card face up, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. If this card is flipped face up, change all monster opponent controls to face down defense. Not bad. So the high effect monsters aren't bad, but I much prefer the low attack monsters. I could see playing a healthy amount of the high attack ones though. You can reveal this card in your hand to your opponent, special one monster from your hand and face down defense. Okay. When your opponent activates a card or effect with an effect that would destroy a card in the field, his face on the field face up. This turn your monsters and spells cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Actually, this could be a very good deck. You can target any number of Endercraft pen monsters you control, return them to the hand. That's so I could see after they use their effect. If an Endercraft Pendulum monster you control is flipped face up during the main phase, target one of them. Either add it to your hand or place it in the pen zone. Not bad. During the end phase, remove all Sin Invest encounters in your field. If you do, your opponent takes 900 damage for each counter removed. So I assume there's one for the other counter. Place 1 Endercraft Pendulum monster from your deck into your pen zone. Place round draw. If this card is in the graveyard except turn it was sent there, you can banish it. Endercraft monster from your face up. Extra to your hand. That's very good. So this is a crazy spell. It's good to see there's a spell. I could see right now this whole deck is played at you play 3 of this spell and you play 3 of each of the level 1s because they're all literally free adds. So that's 15 like absurd starters. That's a lot of starters for this deck. 15 absurd I'm running 3 of each of these at 3 for sure. 15 absurd starters And then I could see playing a healthy amount of each of these because they are the ones you want to summon that get more interrupts. And then maybe playing this because you could get a few advantage of each of these. But during the end phase, I could see even burning for like 4,500 sometimes. So that could be pretty interesting as well. Pretty solid. The TCG releases December 3rd. So we're going to get a few YCSs this was on release. I'm going to go ahead and give this archetype right now an 8.5 out of 10 because I see like, dude, and you know what? More than 8.5. I give it a 9 because to have 15 starters immediately, like just off the top, just these 15, them being Earth Machine, there's already a lot of synergy with Earth Machines. The spells are 3 of. Each of these are 3 of. A lot of starters. Prosperity 16. Like, so many starters. And I can see this deck being a hand trap deck that wins on advantage. I can see this deck being crazy. With crazy advantage each turn, continuously adding. I love it. I actually like that style a lot. So, I'm going to go ahead and give this a 9. Potentially even more. Because in actuality, I could see cards like this one, the Leon, right here, doing crazy work. And some of the others might be insane. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Long with a pen, baby. Pen best deck. Yummy best deck for now. Until this card comes out, maybe Electron comes out. If you guys want to learn more about Yummy, check out the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Get the Yummy Masterclass while you can.